Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about the GoPro 10 and my review, my thoughts, and my likes and dislikes, so stick with me. Alright guys, so here we are with the GoPro 10. Now, the appearance on it, I love the appearance of the GoPro 10. It looks awesome, it looks neat, it looks like you're buying something expensive, which it is. I really like the aesthetics of it. I think it's just awesome. Now, a couple things that I really love is the great picture it takes. It takes a great picture. I have no problems. I don't do a lot of pictures with it, so I don't have a lot of experience with it, but it seems to take really good pictures. It does have a time lapse, which is kind of nice. The other thing that I really like about it is how easy the menu is to scroll and hit button. Whatever kind of filming you want to do, it'll help you get there pretty dang fast. I'm pretty novice whenever it comes to video making and GoPros and everything, so the fact that I could figure it out with a few buttons and go from there, I really like that idea. I think it's great. It works good for me. So scrolling through the menu is very easy. I really like that. The other thing is the front display there. I really love the front display. It doesn't lag. It moves good. You wave into the camera, you could see your wave on the front screen. It positions you whenever you're doing selfie mode. It kind of positions you into the frame so you know where you're at. I really love that feature. Very cool. This is my newest GoPro. I've never had a GoPro, but I have other action cameras that obviously don't have the front display, and they work and everything, but you're always kind of wondering if you're centered into the display or not. So I really love the front display. Very quick to change your frame rates. So if you want to go 4K 30 frames, or you want to go to 4K 120 frames for some slow-mo in post-production, very easy to do it. I mean, you just scroll through there and pick one, bam, you're right there. I don't know what I picked. Looks like I picked cinematic 5.3K 30 frames. So very easy to select the framing that you want. So moving on, small and easy to grab. So the other day didn't even really think about it, but I had it about like this. I was doing some stuff with my kids and I was filming them, you know, doing what dads do and film their kids all the time. And I had to run into the house real quick or something. I literally just put it in my pocket and it hit me. I'm like, wow, that's kind of nice. Like, what I'm filming this on is a DSL, and I love that camera, but it is a little bit bulky. And if you're, the other thing is, if you're doing something for YouTube or something out in public or whatever, like having this smaller one kind of feels a little bit better than having this big old bulky thing in your face and you're doing the selfie stuff. So I really like the fact that it's small. You can put it in your pocket and walk around or whatnot. I mean, might have to have some bigger pockets, I guess. I had shorts on and I was able to just slip it right into my pocket, and I thought, oh, that's kind of nice. It's kind of small and petite and not big and bulky. So I really like that. That's one thing that I really like the GoPro for. Most of your action cameras are a little bit smaller, but I'm just saying, for this thing, I think that it definitely has a benefit being small like that and compact. The other thing that I really like about this camera is the one-click recording. You just hit the record button and if you have it off and you hit that button, it starts recording right away and pretty fast. So you don't miss if you're out and you're catching wildlife or whatever it is and you happen to see a wildlife and you just hit that button, it'll turn on right away, and you should be able to capture it pretty fast. Rather than your phone where you're trying to find your phone app and hit record and make sure you're not on picture and the whole thing. Pretty fast to just hit that button. I'll show you right now. And we're recording. So it's that fast. It works that fast. It's pretty easy. Whenever you buy this, you subscribe to the Quick app, and having the Quick app, it helps promote transferring your files, doing edits and stuff like that on the Quick app. Really like the Quick app. It's pretty good. I would say 10-20 minutes of messing around with it, you start getting the hang of it and you could do all the tricks with it. The other thing that I really like about this is I got the bundle. For the bundle, it came with the tripod. I really like the tripod. It's quick and easy to adjust. You know, you can hold it in your hand for the selfie stuff. You can move that around pretty easily. You can extend it up, bring it down, tripod it out, tripod it on the desk like this. Pretty easy to operate and use. Almost dropped it. Pretty easy to operate though. Really like that. This is one of the main sellers of why I got the bundle, is because of the tripod, because I knew it was just going to be small, easy, light, convenient, easy to use. The other reason that I got the bundle actually is that it came with 2 batteries. This didn't come with the camera, but I will have in the description below a link to be able to get this. But one thing that I bought right away, or as soon as I could after I got it, because I was like, you know, this is a nice enough camera. I don't want to ruin it right away. I don't want to scratch it up and ruin it or whatever. So I got protective glass lenses on all the screens. And I also got this little rubber cover to help promote it from getting scratched up. Now I will tell you a personal story real quick. The day that I hit, yeah, let's buy this, get this coming my way, I dropped the camera and on my bike. I had it on my bike and I had a makeshift mount. It was all my fault. I had a makeshift mount. I had it on the bike. I dropped the camera, scratched the back of it right here. I don't know if you can really capture it in the camera here. I don't know if it pop up the same, but I scratched it up right there. Thankfully, I didn't scratch my lens. So because I had that mishap, and you just never know, I highly recommend getting some protective stuff for the camera once you buy it. I think I only spent around $12 or $15. Like I said, there's a link down below that'll take you right to it. I think it might even be cheaper than that. So definitely something to consider whenever you're buying this. Buy it and protect your investment, right? That's why I got it, is because I wanted to protect my investment. Like I said, guys, a link in the description for this and the protective lenses. Wasn't that expensive, so definitely recommend getting that if you end up getting the GoPro. Now let's move on to some of the dislikes. Now I'll tell you, one thing is there's a mic up here and a mic up down here, and I thought that the mic would be pretty good. It's not bad, but it does pick up a lot of background noise, a little more than obviously a little more expensive mic that you would use for your DSL camera or whatnot, or picks up a little bit more background noise than I wanted it to. But that's fine. You just got to kind of think ahead of that. Like if you're in a quiet room or whatnot, it sounds fine. I don't hear a lot of difference. But if you're around a vehicle or something, it'll pick up the vehicle motor sound a lot more than some. So picks up a little bit of background noise. Not a big fan of it, but it does the trick. You know, I didn't get the GoPro necessarily for the best sound quality. I got it for doing like vlog style videos and things like that. So the wide angle lens, it is what it is. It's not the worst one, but you just got to think about it whenever you're filming what kind of background you're going to be dealing with, because it will pick it up a little more than a directional mic or some of the more expensive mics. So there's that. The other thing that I had a little bit of trouble with when I went to go plug in the memory card into my computer and transfer files like I always have, my computer is a little bit older and there's a codec that the computer is not upgraded to. So a newer computer, you won't have a problem. If you have a newer computer, I'm not sure what that necessarily means, if it's the last 3 years or whatnot, but mine, for reference, was made in 2015, so it's almost 8 years old, or right at 8 years old. Whenever I went to go do the memory card thing, the video, whenever I tried to play it on the computer, it was real lagging. And then I looked it up, found out that it was because there's a codec in there. It's called HEVC, the newer style, that the older computers don't have that newer system. Your stuff will be pretty laggy whenever you try to play it back to yourself. Now there's a couple workarounds that I found with that, and some of those is you can download a program on the internet. Just do your research. I don't want to say a program and then it has a virus or something attached to it. Like, I don't want to do that. So do your own research on what that program is, or find one that you would trust. But it's basically an HEVC converter program that you would find, and there's some that you download, or you can do it directly off the internet. Either way, one way that I do it is I use the Quick app that I told you about, and I use my phone. And I either can do it wirelessly, where I wirelessly send it to my phone, and then from my phone, I can airdrop my videos to my computer, and I don't get that lag in the videos anymore. I'm telling you this because if you looking to buy one of these and you have an older computer just like me, you might want to be aware of it whenever you buy one of these. If you have an older computer like me, you're eventually going to have to either upgrade the computer to get rid of the problem altogether, or do what I do and transfer the videos from your GoPro to your phone. The Quick app makes it pretty simple. You can either do it wirelessly or wired. I recommend getting a wire. I'm going to do an accessories video after this, so I'm going to talk about all that stuff anyways in another video, but I will say if you do it wirelessly or wired, I'll put a link in the description for the wire that you need, for the dongle that you need for the iPhone if you have an iPhone. But either do it that way where you do it wired or wirelessly, and then from there, from your phone, you can airdrop it to your computer, and then you don't get that lag anymore on your computer. I do put that in my dislike because whenever I'm trying to make a video, that's an extra step that I have to make on this transferring situation. Because I have to make that extra step, everything takes a little bit longer, so it's not as fluid as I would like. The quick fix is to buy a new computer that doesn't have that problem anymore. And because of that, while we're here, guys, please consider subscribing and liking this video, so maybe YouTube itself will help me get a new computer one day. Thank you very much. Moving on, my other dislike that I had, and I've only had a little bit of trouble with it, but it was a dislike because the thing is these are investments, right? You spend a lot of money on these. I was filming with my buddy. We were doing the thing. We were outside, and it was stationary. It was set up just like this, stationary, doing it. And I would say about 25 minutes in, it overheated. Not a big deal because, I mean, at first it was like, what's going on? It turned itself off, but I waited a few minutes, it turned right back on, and it acted like it never had a problem at all. But it did overheat, so it gets a little internally hot. With these action cameras, there's a couple things. There's some settings in here that you can scroll through and set it up if you're doing more of a stationary film. You could set it up to where it will help prevent that overheating. I haven't done that yet, so I don't know if it would or wouldn't overheat anyway. It just might take a little bit longer. But there is some settings that help prevent that. The other thing is action cameras for a reason. So if you're moving around and doing stuff, it says that it reduces the possibility of it overheating if you're moving, if you're on a bicycle or a dirt bike or whatever it is, and there's a lot of airflow hitting it, it's supposed to reduce the possibility of it overheating. But, obviously, I mean, you spend that kind of money to buy these and then it overheats. I didn't like that, but I know that I can work around it. All in all, guys, I will tell you this, is I do recommend buying one of these. I think in the future I'm going to add more to my arsenal for different things, and I have no problem with the GoPro. There's just a few little things that it's like, you got to work around or understand your equipment, right? So because I do understand that it can overheat if I do stuff, I gotta think about that. I gotta also, think about the mic whenever I'm talking, what my background noise is, and also I gotta think about how I'm gonna transfer stuff to my older computer so I don't get lagging video. So with all that, guys, I'm just saying, overall I recommend the GoPro. But there is a few things that I think you should be aware of whenever you're considering buying a GoPro. So with that, guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope I don't bore you too much, but I appreciate you guys and all your support. Consider subscribing, liking, doing the whole thing. I do vlog videos, tech reviews, outdoor reviews, all kinds of stuff. I'm pretty diversified in my videos, but eventually might narrow it down and get more niche, but this is where I'm at right now. So guys, consider supporting me, and we will see you in the next one. And good luck on your GoPro venture.